Welcome to a fun breaking news announcement episode of Conversational Pace. I am joined by Finn Melanson, and next week we will be at the running event in Austin, Texas. We're just going to do a little I kind of just rundown episode. We didn't do one last year. I think I did like some Instagram reel of just like, I'm going to TRE, but now that we've done it, we've made some mistakes. We're going to try and learn some things. We'll just chat about it for a sec, and I don't know, throw a couple call out questions to the audience as well. Finn, are you ready for TRE 2024? Running
I'm
back?
ready. I'm stoked. And actually, I have a question for you.
All right, yeah. What do you got?
I mean, we're like 2 years into this thing. Obviously, this is your baby. How amazing has it been to see this thing get traction to the extent that like you are a hot commodity going into this event and all these brands are like, Brett, come meet us at 1:30 on the floor. Come on.
I'm skeptical. I mean, isn't it their job? Isn't it the PR agency's job to send out emails to everyone being like, you coming to this? You coming to this? But that is one thing that I learned last year, in that I knew that at TRE, it's beneficial, hugely beneficial, to book an appointment with the brands, like a 30-minute time slot. So you get one-on-one time with someone who's like either a rep, works in marketing, someone that can talk to you in great detail about the shoes. And like you get that time chunk. And it was tough last year to get appointments with all the brands because it was hard. I didn't have contacts to everyone. That's something that's super different this year. So there's definitely, now it's to the point where it's like, there's only 2 days, and I don't want to fill up every single minute of every single day with appointments, because that is one thing that I do still want to make sure to do, is leave time to wander around, because it's so fun to just wander around the showroom floor there. But I've got a much more organized schedule this year, which I'm excited about. And I really front loaded as many meetings as possible on Wednesday. And then some are going into Thursday morning. And then I'm going to leave like the last hour or two of Wednesday and like the second half of Thursday to just wander around and go to any other, brand booths that I didn't have, an appointment for.
Cool.
What are you doing at TRE this year?
So last year, one of my moments of serendipity was I ran into a guy named Scott Owen at Keen, and basically it morphed into a business relationship in addition to a friendship. And we have an ongoing product marketing project with them that'll be unveiled in 2025. And a lot of the work that we're doing on the floor at TRE this time around will contribute to it. So a lot of that. And then in any spare time, at your service, obviously, to help with anything conversational pace related. So it'll be very tightly packed. Last year, going in with far less of a schedule, I found that like every single minute of the day, like you just said, was sort of precious. You don't want to totally overbook yourself. You want to do some sightseeing. There's a ton of other side events in the mornings and the evenings. By the way, you and I might consider doing the Indy 5K. Should we do the Indy 5K this year? Do we have time?
What is that? That's Thursday morning, right?
Thursday morning.
Yeah, maybe. I'm barely running right now. The thought of like hammering a 5K sounds horrible, but it would be kind of fun. I know okay, so a whole bunch of our Air Vipa friends are going to be there. Skylar Hall just texted me. He is going to come to TRE. He changed his mind because this is the last year. It's in Austin, Texas. Next year it's moving to San Antonio. So he was like, he's like, I can't miss the last year in Austin. Jamel's going to be there.
Yep.
I heard Matt is going to come too, Matt Feldak.
Oh, sweet.
So if they all run the Indy 5K, I will run the Indy 5K.
Okay.
But
and I think there's an award for like the fastest media person, not just the overall winner, but like they have subcategories, and one of them is the winner of the media field.
Shoot.
What's the winning time in that, you think? Is someone breaking 16?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Dude, Connor Blaylock over at Running Warehouse, he's super fast.
Yeah.
He's a fast media guy.
Yeah.
No, I think there would be some competition for that, and I am in nowhere negative fitness right now. Um, but I mean, it's just a 5K. But we might have to put a team together. There is another race though that I just got an email for.
Okay.
There's an event that On is putting on Wednesday night. It's called Squad Race. Are you familiar with Squad Race?
I got the email. I haven't opened it yet. Tell me more.
So, dude, it's a 4x4. Like, we have to put together a 4x4 relay team, and it's like a makeshift course in a parking garage, like going up and down levels.
Oh my god.
And it's however many teams there are, they go bracket style, and you go elimination all the way until head to head for a winning team. So, like,
That's amazing.
the winning team will win, like, 5 4x4s.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are they capping how many teams? Because I have to imagine if it was unlimited, you'd probably get quite a bit, and we'd be talking like a 3 a.m. finish to this thing or 4 a.m. finish.
They didn't say. It very well could be.
I think it's brilliant.
Um, and then there and then after party in the parking garage, which apparently there's, like, some speakeasy bar in there that they've got rented out. So, that's gonna be sick. That's something that On did not do last year, was I think they learned, they were like, "We need to have some bigger activations." So, that's Wednesday night.
That's brilliant.
Um, Thursday night is the classic Brooks party. Tuesday night, there's, like, a Hoka I don't know, they call it, like, a Hoka welcome reception. I wonder
Okay.
if it will be as tame as that name.
Bring your turtlenecks.
I know, I'm serious, like well, that's the other thing too with the Indy 5K, like, am I about to fly over there with a pair of race shoes, or I have to bank on some brand loaning me a pair of race shoes while I'm there?
I feel like you could get a pair on demand.
I mean, I'm a size 10.
You've got the perfect size.
Every single shoe that's on the wall of all these exhibitors, they're all 10s, like, they got to have brought the left foots as well.
It'd be great marketing because if you're doing a vlog for this thing, it's good marketing too for them.
Yeah, so we'll just wing that one. So those are some of the social events. Nike last year put on a group run. They did a pre-party to the Brooks one on Thursday. I haven't heard whether they're doing stuff, but I heard that they're going bigger than last year, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I slash now you. We're going Wednesday morning group run with North Face.
Yep.
Test out some of their shoes, and I think free coffee, that's what's getting me out the door Wednesday morning for sure.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So back to the actual reason we're going to TRE. So I'm going because I'm going to try and make preview videos for all things trail footwear. Let me know what brands you're most excited to learn more about for 2025. Um, yeah, just fire away in the comments. I know apologies in advance for missing your favorite brand because there's too many there to actually go through every single one. So I'm definitely trying to hit a lot of the major ones. Any big footwear brands that you're particularly excited to go check out this year?
I was telling you offline, I think the one that I'm the most curious about is making their entrance into the trail footwear space, and that is Satisfy. Everyone knows Satisfy for sort of, just their angle on the sport, boutique apparel wear. Their whole athlete roster is just really interesting. People headlined by folks like Michael Versteeg, but they just hired this guy, Jean-Marc Dijon. I think I pronounced that correctly. He was at Solomon for 12 or 15 years in footwear. Then he was at North Face for 6 years, and they just brought him on late this fall. There's actually a good episode out, I think, on the Free Trail podcast with Dylan Bowman, where they talk sort of about Satisfy's plans in this space. And I mean, there's been this trend, right? Like last year, you and I reviewed, or earlier this year, Rabbit's new road shoe, and they're sort of an
Mhm.
apparel
Yeah.
first brand. So this whole trend of these apparel brands making that next logical leap into footwear is really interesting. And
Ooh,
you know,
that's a video that I'm gonna make.
yeah,
Brands that are debuting trail shoes this year.
yes,
So, like,
boom,
Satisfy's in it, or if we're talking
boom,
about, like, Satisfy, Keen,
yeah.
um,
Tiva.
Teva with the trail sandal.
Well, Mike Wardian was wearing that Velcro trail shoe on the
Yeah,
ATs.
if it's open-toed, that's a no-go for me. I'm not making a video on an open-toed trail running sandal. Um, Oh, one that I will be making maybe its own video for, maybe it'll end up going in this new one is, Xbionic. I was just showing
Mm,
you that one with their
tell the audience about
super.
them.
So it's this wild. So Xbionic is an apparel company, I think a European apparel company that makes very like technical, form-fitting, like targeted zonal compression, like all those like cycling type buzzwords that actually we were just looking at their product line and we're like, oh, this actually does look very nice. They're coming out with a shoe and it looks like, you know, similar to what Speedland did, where it's like, what if we make a shoe that's just exactly what we want it to be, and we have no regard for price?
Mm,
So it's $300. They custom made a new sock that they say when pairs with the shoe improves the fit and the performance. So we got to try out the sock and the shoe. Um, so Xbionic, that's going to be a very interesting one. I'm also they've been in the trail game for a couple years, another brand, but I feel like they're making a little bit more of a push, and I will be swinging by their booth this year. Is Arc'teryx.
yes.
They've got some fun things.
Yep.
Um, Brand that I covered last year that I feel like was one of the most exciting brands of 2023, and I have a hunch they're going to be one of the most exciting brands again of 2024. North Face.
Yeah.
Like they had some cool stuff last year. We got to see the Alta Mesa for the first time, the 300 and the 500 and the
Yep.
Off Trail
Yes.
series. So that was really excited. I know a few things that they're going to be unveiling this year, and yeah, I'm excited to make that video. Another video that I'm excited to make is Las Sportivas as well.
Okay.
They're
I've
gonna
got
have
a non-shoe related brand.
yeah. What do you got for non-shoe related?
So you and I have both tested product from this brand. It's called Tantrums. They make packs, and I do
Mhm.
feel like for the longest time, packs have been this space largely dominated by Solomon. Solomon has kind of been best in class for a while, but there have still been aspects of packs that leave people wanting, bounce being a significant issue. And with the pack that at least I have tested from Tantrums, there are things that I would do differently around placement of pockets and stuff like that and access to bottles. But from a bounce reduction standpoint, this is one of the it might be the best pack I've ever worn. And from
Mm.
what I have heard, they are unveiling maybe some additional new stuff at TRE this year. And so, for anyone out there that's looking in the pack space, check these folks out. They're pretty interesting.
Oh, I didn't even know they were gonna be at TRE.
They're going to be there.
Um, Sweet, cool. I'll definitely have to swing by that booth and, meet the team in
And they
person.
don't have a website, but they're on Instagram. They are Tantrums Outdoor, I think it is. And you have to kind of the
Mhm.
founder handles the DMs. You just have to kind of talk with
Yeah.
him. It's very like speakeasy. Like he doesn't really have this like online presence yet, but he's making cool stuff.
Yeah. Yep, I agree, and they've been super receptive to product feedback and everything as well, 'cause, I ran Waldo 100K in that pack, and then we immediately hopped on a call afterwards and, like, broke down every single element of the pack, and their designer was on the call too, and he was, like, mocking up sketches as I was talking, and he was like this, like this, like this," and I was like, "This is sick. This is awesome."
That
So,
is so
just
cool.
yeah, good vibes all around from Tantrums. Oh, a category that I'd written down was like mistakes I made last year that I'm gonna try and fix this year, and
Mm.
the number one is don't get on the Lime scooters.
Oh, you stole my fire. I was going to come in with that.
Like, the scar on my hip is still massive, and that's not going anywhere for the rest of my life, so I don't need another one. So, my hotel is it's, like, right next door to the venue now,
Yeah.
to the convention center, so, like, I don't have to travel much, so got that covered. And then the other thing is, eat bigger breakfast.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause, like, we were both both days, we were running over to the little food court for lunch and, like, trying to just slam food and then immediately go back out, and I felt like even by the time lunch came around, I was already bonking so bad, like, we were, like, swinging by the Knack, booth, like, every single time we're trying to find another footwear brand just to
Yeah.
grab another, like, sample of gel, keep us going to lunch, so bigger breakfast.
Okay. The the mistake, I only wrote down one of these, and I said, "Don't overlook Tuesday," because I think, like you said, relating to food and just calories and energy, by the time Thursday rolls around, everyone is pretty exhausted. They're ready to pack it in. I mean, you could even argue that, like, after the first few hours on Thursday, everyone's kinda just like zombie walking around, and then Wednesday is just packed, right? But
Yeah.
technically, we do have access to get in there on Tuesday, and I was only in there for an hour last year on Tuesday, and I had some of my best conversations because there's like energy in the air. People are setting up their booths. No one's
Mm,
around. They're eager to talk and practice their pitches and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I think Tuesday is super underrated at that conference.
Yeah, I didn't even go in on Tuesday last year, definitely maybe that will be the opportunity to play around on the Wahoo treadmills.
Yeah. Ooh. Yes.
I'll
Yes.
bring the running gear and, yeah, play around on those, that would be fun. Um, what else? What else with TRE? Oh, maybe some did you go over all of your interesting brands? I still have, like or brands that aren't there or weren't there but are now, you got any like that?
I've got 2 other categories I'll put out. So one was just like the best of last year. So these are 4 brands that interested me for whatever reason. Kane, Ultimate Direction, Ultraspire, and Nix Biosensors. So Kane has this really cool
Mm,
recovery
mhm.
footwear. UD put out this Exodus vest. We're talking about vests again. They put out this
Yeah.
really cool vest that Jason Schlarb was wearing at Hard Rock and TDS this year. Ultraspire had this really cool Solstice waist light that came out. It was like 900 lumens, really good battery life, and then just the Nix Biosensor sweat patch that kind of blew me away. The only brand that I had heard some stuff about on LinkedIn making a wave was Rosignol. I was telling you offline they are bringing a
Mhm.
trail shoe to market this coming year. They had a big splash about it on LinkedIn, and I'm not seeing them on the list. You hypothesize that it's because they might not really be entering the American market yet and dealing with American retailers, but big ski brand, obviously, big outdoor brand based in
Yep.
Europe, and I'm sure we'll see them on like the Sky Running circuit or the Golden Trail circuit or UTMB circuit next year too.
Yeah, their shoe looks really cool. Another brand that doesn't deal with American retailers or any retailers whatsoever, but for different reasons than Rossignol that wasn't at TRE, and I always I was chatting with the brand, like, earlier this year, and I was like, "Dude, you guys need to be at TRE." I'm not in any way claiming responsibility for them being at TRE, but
Yeah.
you never know. Lululemon is going to be at
Boom.
TRE this year, and I'm very curious really what that means. Because when I talked to them earlier this year, I was like, "Why aren't you guys at TRE?" They're like, "Well, we're direct to consumer company, like, you only like, we're not booking orders with shoe stores or REI or anything like that, like, they only sell directly from their store." So then it's like, what are they doing at TRE this year? Are they gonna try I always thought it'd be really cool if they separated their footwear and basically opened up footwear orders to,
Mm,
retailers, so that way you
yeah,
could sell, like, Lululemon shoes. Um, but that'll be a booth that I'm definitely just gonna swing by because I wanna see what they're up to
it's a
at
great one.
TRE. Um, Another brand that I was kinda surprised it's not on the exhibitor list, but I know they've been there in, like, guerrilla marketing kind of fashion before, is Speedland.
Yeah. I have you touched the SL, what is it, the VT or no, it's the
The
Silverton one, right? It's
S
the
S
S
SVT?
SVST, is it? And it's got the
Is that
BOA dial, it's got the ankle booty.
I haven't seen it in person yet.
Okay, I'm sure we'll see that there if they're there in a similar fashion.
Yeah, we'll just have to, like, find them
Yeah.
wherever they are. Um
The beef last year between Speedland and Normal was wild.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wonder if
with
anyone's gonna be beefing this year. Is anyone gonna be beefing this year? Brand
yeah,
beef.
that's a good one. Whose ideas are gonna be claimed to have been thought of first? Um
That
It's been a whole year since Normal unveiled their, like, kind of concept, of I forget what the shoe is called.
Koibosh?
The Kaboish,
The
that's right.
Kabush? Yeah,
Yes, with the removable
midsole.
insole, midsoles.
Yeah,
It's been a whole year since that, and, like, there's nothing to market yet, and there's really been, like, nothing announcement, so I'm curious to follow up with them about that project to see what
me too.
what that's like. But I'll make sure well, I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna make a spreadsheet with my calendar schedule and booth names. I'll share it with you so that way you can come to any of the meetings. Um,
Amazing.
Last bit, surprise announcement.
Okay.
I'm gonna try my best to make this go live when the TRE videos start going live. But Conversational Pace has merch.
Let's go. Are you gonna bring some to Austin?
Dude, I'll bring you stuff.
Well, bring. I'm
Um,
sure you'll have buyers there too. People want to. People there'll be many. Our people are at
Dude,
TRE.
I'll just ship it to them. No, I want to give people not at TRE a chance to get some CP merch too.
Wow.
We got your casual cotton crew neck here, little CP logo.
I want that.
We got our Conversational Pace craft actual running shirt.
Okay.
So you can go rep the CP brand on a run. And if you want to get cozy, as I am wearing, we got our craft kind of heavyweight, cozy material Conversational Pace hoodie.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
We actually got 3 pieces of merch. Got boxes behind me. It's ready for you. I'm gonna make the listings go live by TRE, and then we'll ship it all out afterwards. And I'm gonna put I'm making this up right now. I'm gonna put
Okay.
a discount code in the show notes for this episode. So anyone who's made it this far and wants some merch will get a discount if they type it in
Sweet.
at checkout, because you guys are all homies for watching the TRE announcement video.
Mm.
Anything else before we hop off?
Two things. So there's gonna be a live stream again this year. I didn't watch it last year because obviously I was there. Flow Sports is taking it over though, which is kind of interesting. And again, I'd be curious to know who watches this live stream, given that like pretty much the entire. Well, I don't know. Maybe there is an audience for it. I'd have to go back and look at the numbers, but that's
Yeah.
interesting. And then they have a dedicated media room this year where like people like you and I can just go and get like coffee. I think there's some food. We can relax if we want to get off our feet. That's kind of
Hmm.
cool. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll have to do a like MTV Cribs style segment on the TRE media room. Hopefully it delivers.
But the merch, man, that's awesome.
Merch. We got it. Been talking about it for a while and it's finally
Support the
here.
channel. Support the
All right.
channel.
Yep. We'll have links below for discount code, and then the actual merch links will go live in about a week.